Hey YouTubers, it's me, Lonnie Clark. Here I am in Lonnie Land again, making another video. I've had this topic. It's as usual. All of my topics are kind of all mixed up into one thing because, in lots of ways, everything that I think about is just like one continuum. I don't know. It's probably the same for you, but I keep wondering why I volunteered for this lifetime. Like, what are the lessons I'm really supposed to get out of this if I really did volunteer for this one? Because I don't know about you guys, but man, the sense of betrayal that I have been feeling, like it's being slapped in our face, betrayal at every level. This is why my sweet little friend Kevin Finnegan gets all flipped out about the nuclear industry. Tom Ackerman thinks people in Hollywood eat babies. I don't know. It's hilarious. I did some research on how did the CIA get started. And there's questions on the Googles like, does the CIA commit illegal acts? And of course the answer was no. And it was just hilarious, the answer that was published on the Googles about the CIA. And the reason that I'm wondering about that is because, you know, the CIA plotted to overthrow Allende's government in Chile. They basically overthrew every budding democracy in South America and attempted to overthrow democracies around the world and install their own pro-corporate leaders who would do what they wanted, you know. So this is all that neoliberal agenda where they didn't believe in democracy. They believed that, you know, the powerful, the rich and powerful understand the system better and that they should be able to control things to make things even, when it really, in reality, what it means is drive people into poverty so that a few people at the top can have everything. And we've just been watching them do that in America. Boom, boom, boom. And, you know, somebody made a comment. You know, I'm a commenter all the time on social media about, I responded to a guy that I watch on YouTube who posts about recovering from severe child abuse. And I thanked him for at least speaking up about it. And some guy said, you know, the lesson here is just don't talk about it. People don't care. Don't talk about it. Nothing's going to change. But you know, the thing is, culture only changes when people start talking about it, which is why I want to thank Tom Ackerman for encouraging me to continue to post up videos like this. And I was, you know, my effort when I came back here to Lonnie Land was to post like every week, at least once a week. Last week I skipped. I kept thinking about this. I wanted to do a video. And I kept thinking about it, but I don't know. I guess it's my PTSD, childhood PTSD, where I think nobody wants to hear me. And then I think I don't care who really wants to hear me because I only have like, I don't know, gosh, I think I'm up to 500 followers now. Thank you guys. Thank you, all of my subscribers who actually listen to this. Although my statistics show that most people don't listen more than a few minutes. So I guess I am talking to myself all over again. Which is really, like, this is the thing. I want to start a dialogue about this. Like, let's be honest. This is why, like, I'm just nonplussed at the Democrats right now, because Joe Biden is out there talking about Bidenomics and ignoring the January 6th insurrection attempt. It's actually an ongoing coup. That was the day the new Civil War drew a line in the sand and started with their attitude of they don't believe in our Constitution. They're going to try to overthrow our government. And I honestly, like, I genuinely believe that Christopher Wray is either involved 100% with the coup or he's protecting people inside the FBI, because The Senate report said they couldn't figure out why the FBI didn't respond. They had plenty of time and evidence. So, ever since I read that report, I've been calling the White House and telling President Biden to fire Christopher Wray. Like, I can't believe this little coy game Christopher Wray played inside of these House hearings. Like, oh, you're calling me a whack job like me? I'm a conservative. Ugh. You know, he let the Republicans come after him and make him look like he was a good guy. Like, that whole stupid little game to get the Democrats to defend the man who's protecting January 6th insurrectionists. Like, literally. I honestly think he's involved. I cannot, for the life of me, the betrayal that we're watching right now every day. It's like, I don't know why I'm shocked. The nuclear industry, everything that I found out about the nuclear industry all relates back to our federal government, where they're just hiding everything and just don't care. You know, maybe they wanted Trump out because they decided he was too much of a pilferer, like he was literally stealing hundreds of thousands of documents and selling them on the black market. And they decided that was the wrong guy. Maybe that's why they let him get caught. I'm in this mindset where I actually, like, I want to believe there's justice, but the empirical knowledge is telling us that really, you know, I told my sister, we were talking about this today. She's like, well, Lonnie, if we don't vote for Joe Biden, we're just going to have the American Taliban. Yes, we will. I've been calling Biden's office myself saying that if only Donald Trump is indicted in the January 6th attack on our government, I'm throwing my ballot away. I've called Ron Wyden, I've called Jeff Merkley, I've called Andrea Salinas, I've called all of my elected officials and told them that if only Trump is the only one who gets an indictment out of this and a bunch of grunts at the bottom, not the planners, because Trump is too stupid to comprehend a plan like this. All he wants is to stay in the White House where he gets treated like a freaking king. And that's actually what went to his head, is we treat our presidents like they're kings instead of treating them like regular people. Like, ever since 2001, there's like been barricades all over, like, we have to protect the president above all means. Really? Why? Why do we have to protect the president above everybody else? We have a vice president, we have a speaker of the House, we have regular Americans. Joe Biden is just a regular guy, just like he likes to tell us. So I don't get this, where they have to section off whole portions of the public because Dick Cheney and his gang of thugs decided to attack our government. Don't even get me started on that one. That was the first really attack, and then I guess it took them 21 years to, like, you know, plan something bigger. They seem to do something every 11 years, right? So that seems to be the 11-year cycle. I want to tell people to get out the vote. Like, just vote. It doesn't even matter who you vote for. Just vote. All we have is democracy left. If we even lean into it, maybe we can control a little bit of it. Right now, I think the new poll came out showed that 30% or 35, maximum 35% of voters actually vote in the United States. So if we're only having 35% of people voting, of course the oligarchs and the fascists are going to win, because the people who are being disaffected by it most don't win. Don't even vote. Don't even attempt to win. They just like, who cares? They're all the same. They are not all the same. Hence, Roe v. Wade. Women do not have free access over their bodies right now. They're going after gay people. They've made trans people a target of attacks, intentionally spreading malicious lies about trans people. It's outrageous. But they're an easy target. I mean, these people literally, these American Taliban types, the Republicans, the maggots, they literally want to make it illegal to be gay again. In fact, they have in Florida. I don't know why anybody goes to Florida. I mean, if it was me, please, I'm hoping the hurricane does Florida in, and when it does, don't give them aid. They deserve what they get. That's how I feel. I'm angry. I am angry and I am betrayed. And, the only thing we can do is just vote. Don't not vote. I don't know what I'm going to do. Honestly, I will spit nails if only Donald Trump gets indicted. Because we need to see Mark Meadows, Steve Bannon, Eastwood, all of them, Javanka, they all need to be indicted. Or have some kind of a plea deal where they get indicted and have arranged for a plea deal. I wouldn't mind that if they would, put the crosshairs on the Mr. Evil himself, the neo-Nazi himself. So, I don't know. They're dumping water from Fukushima. It started as if it hadn't already started. It's insane. It's completely like, what do they think people are going to do when we run out of potable water? Like, really? You know what's going to happen? The earth is going to take over. She's not going to let us do this to her. She's got more power than all the humans put together. And it's coming. Hence the flash floods. Hence the tornadoes, the hurricanes, the inclement weather, 120-degree weather everywhere. It's ridiculous. But I've been thinking a lot about, those Just Oil kids that are out there oh my God. I actually cried the day they did that red paint on the Monet paintings. What a waste. It is too late. It is too late to save the environment as we currently know it. We have already crossed the line. So even if we stopped all the oil today, it isn't going to change jack. Nothing is going to change. If every oil field sealed up and we had to stop driving our cars, we're already on the road to disaster. And that is why they're not going to close up the oil fields, because they know this. They already know it. It's ridiculous to ruin artwork. The little bit that we have left of humanity, these stupid kids are out there destroying artwork because they know the truth, that their kids, that their future is limited. Well, my future is limited. We were the first nuked generation. Intentionally nuked. Intentionally poisoned with chemicals. I mean, it is outrageous. People get diabetes, they get these weird cancers, they get these weird diseases, or rare disease. Why do they get rare diseases? Because we're poisoning the planet. What is the solution, guys? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the solution is. Honestly, I have no idea what the solution is. So I'm posting up a video. I'm adding to the white noise on YouTube. My solution is lean into democracy because it's all we got. Use your voice. Remember to be humane. Don't name call. Don't be a white supremacist. Refuse to be a bigot, even though your parents trained you to do that. It's outrageous. I'm grossly embarrassed of the United States of America right now. And to be honest, Biden's economic plan, yeah, it's working. It's really great. It has helped. It's kept us stable. We're in a way better place than we used to be. But his leadership sucks 100%. And the Democratic Party has decided we're not going to be democratic, that Joe's our guy. We're going to go with Joe. And you know what? We're being fear voted in. That's what's going to happen, because I am going to vote for Mr. Magoo if it's a Democrat. I don't care who it is. I am going to vote out every Republican that I can, as far as I'm concerned. There isn't a good Republican. There isn't any good Republican. All of them are un-American traitors, as far as I'm concerned. Because they did not stand up on January 6th. They all voted against the impeachment for Trump, both impeachments. If they would have voted him out as impeachment, we wouldn't have had January 6th. So as far as I'm concerned, every Republican is a traitor, and I'm voting out every Republican. And this bullshit about the Democrats are socialist. Bullshit. You know who's a socialist? The Republicans. And you know who they're socialists for? Corporations. They want corporate socialism. They don't want human socialism. They give all of our money to the corporations, to Jeff Bezos and stupid Elon Musk, the fucking prick. Ugh. Okay, I'm going to end here. I can see it's 15 minutes, you guys. This is just me ranting, getting some things off my chest. If you have listened this far, wow, I'm amazed. I'm actually amazed you've made it this far. I'll bet $1 million I'll look at my statistics and people will listen like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. So, but this is for my subscribers that are listening to me. If you get really bored, please do me a favor. Scroll to, if you listen for 2 minutes, scroll to the very end and listen for 1 more minute, and then it counts as a view. And that will help me get my views up. I mean, we got to play them at their own game, right? So, this is me putting my courage feet on, man. Ciao, you guys. Talk to you soon.